Well, hello, my friends. Happy Friday afternoon. I am in my almost decorated new home office, in my new glasses, in the shirt that didn't look like this morning, but I cut stuff off of, waiting for a gentleman to come make a template of glass on my desk. And until he gets here, I'm going to go live, helping some of you with the things in your life that you are scared to do. So welcome, everyone. Happy Friday. If you'll do me a favor, if you can see me, if you can hear me, if you'd say hello, maybe tell me something like what you're looking forward to this weekend, something along those lines, because until I see comments, I just don't believe that it's working. Hello, Kathleen Shipman. How are you, girl? So, hi. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, awesome. So listen, I had the honor this morning of being interviewed by a woman named Hannah Keeley, and I've been on Hannah's podcast before. She's doing a Supermom Summit, which is essentially essentially, it is a summit of moms who work from home. Hi, Susie. Hi, Sarah. And I'm putting on hand lotion, which means the Holy Spirit is about to move. No, I'm kidding. But somebody said that once. I'm like, that's funny. I'm going to go with that. So listen, we were talking, Hannah and I, about moms. Any moms here in the group? And we were talking about how so often, moms will say to me that they are waiting until their kids are out of school or out of the house. It's Friday. Okay, let's start that over. They are waiting until their kids go to school or until their kids have moved out of the house before they're going to start the business. Any of you know what I'm talking about? And Katrina knows, lotion's on, it's about to get serious. What I was telling Hannah is I have women tell me every single day, like I just did a Facebook post a little bit ago about when are you going to be the one that takes the bull by the horns and decides to be in charge of your own future, not working for someone else, but stepping up to the calling that God's got on your life. And working for yourself is not for everybody, let me just say that. But for those of you who have a desire to have a business, you have a talent that could give you a side hustle, you have ideas that you think could be profitable, but you're like, one of the excuses that I hear from you, even though your is precious, is often that, let me wait until the kids go to school, or let me wait until the kids are out of the house. And here's what I wanted to say to that. And thank you guys for sharing this. We just bumped up like 100 people, and I appreciate you. Facebook used to show like who shared it, and then I'd be able to say, hey, Gail, thank you for sharing. And Gail's saying, oh my gosh, she's doing this. She has 2 more years in college. So here's what I say, Gail. Okay, I know how I mom. And I'm going to guess that most of you moms in this way. And here's how I mom. Noah, go out for the football team. I know you're scared, honey, but be brave. Try out for the football team. Easton, go make some new friends today. I know it's scary to talk to somebody you don't know, but go do something, that is outside of your comfort zone. Speak to somebody that looks like they could use a friend. Ava, you should totally try whatever Ava wants to try, hanging from the chandeliers or whatever she is passionate about any given day. So as a mom, isn't that the kind of stuff we do? Isn't that the kind of encouragement we give, right? We're like, you can do it, kids. Do the hard stuff. Do the scary stuff. We're trying to implant in them courage, right? We're trying to implant in them courage. Well, listen, moms, you cannot implant in another what you yourself do not have. And I can tell you that your kids can smell BS a mile away. And here is what BS smells like and looks like to your babies, okay? Honey, go be brave. You can do it. But yet mom has a dream in her heart. Mom has a gift that she could charge for. Mom has a talent that could be helping pay for the tires on the minivan, the vacation for the first time in years or whatever. But mom is too nervous to do the thing. That's what fear looks like. And when it comes to kids and it comes to raising your children, they can hear all of this that you've got, mamas, but more is caught than taught when it comes to your children. Will one of you write that on here? It's like I can tell Jason I love him all day long. Mr. Magic to all of you. I can tell him I love him all day long, but if he doesn't feel that, if he doesn't sense that, it's just lip service. Are you back there, babe?
I'm here.
Isn't that the truth?
Amen.
By the way, he bought me 2 things of flowers because #he's amazing. And so you can tell your kids all day long, baby, be brave. Honey, do the hard thing. Honey, try out for the hard thing. But when they know that mom, or they sense, or they smell, or they can sniff out, because they are like junkyard dogs. They can smell us a mile away. Our kids can. When they sense that mom's got something that she wants to do or wishes she could do, or mom's living in regret, or mom had a dream once and she let it die, when they sense that mom has a thing that she's too afraid to do, that's the path they're going to take. That's the path of least resistance. It's going to be easiest for them too. So mamas, you can talk about being brave all you want, but until you demonstrate for that for your kids, it's not a tangible thing that they can grasp. And if we as mothers are not the ones who step up for our children, who are going to be? I was talking on Instagram stories day before yesterday, our kids' first day of school, about blessing your kids when they're about to start the new school year. And it's biblical to actually lay your hand like on your kid's shoulder, on your kids' heads, and pronounce a blessing that way. Now, is that like normal or considered normal in today's world? It's not. And even when Jason and I are about to pray for our kids get in here, there might be the that comes with that, all right? But I gave a list of things you could pray for over your kids in my Instagram stories. And this is what I said. What did I say? Let me even think. If you go to my Instagram highlights, it's in there under faith, okay? But not only do we get to try to put a blessing on our children and try to impart courage to them, but it's our job to, moms. If not us, who? Who the heck's going to do it? Because the world is not going to do it for them. The world is not going to tell them that they are amazing and can do big, hard, and scary things. Their friends are not going to be the ones to always encourage them to greatness. It has to start with us mothers. It has to. So I love that in the summit today, what I got to talk to Hannah about is just what that looks like for demonstrating it for our children. And for those moms who are like, I'm going to wait until the kids go to school because I'm going to feel bad if I, am distracted during the day. Honey, you're already distracted. Come on, moms. How many of you will admit to the fact that where do I have my phone? Oh, I'm talking to my phone. I don't have it. You've got your phone in your hand half the day already. You're already surfing Pinterest. You may as well be using Pinterest for your business. Instead of Googling gluten-free, fat-free, vegan-free, all the free desserts I can make this weekend, be building your business on that phone. You're already putting them in front of a TV to watch a movie on occasion, am I right? You're already putting them down for a nap. You're using your kids as an excuse. And I love you enough to tell you the truth. And your kids should not be your excuse. Your kids should be the reason that you do. Now, I'm not saying every woman's supposed to be working, and I'm not saying every woman's supposed to be doing a business, but I'm talking to the remnant of you who have a dream in your heart, who feel like God's calling you to do something, but you're hesitant and you're using your kids as an excuse. And I'm going to call you to the carpet because I love you so, so much in my heart. Right, Georgia? Right, really? Please call you. Yeah, I'm probably not going to call you, dude. But we'll just go ahead and do a little blocky on that. So that's what Hannah and I got to talk about. And then I'm getting ready to be doing some speaking this fall. And so I was filling out some information with that and just kind of like, what is my passion? And I know that like in my inner circle, which by the way opens in 4 weeks. If you're not already on the waiting list, if you would get on the waiting list, I would be so honored. It's jenniferallwood.com/inner circle. But I was talking about, yes, I teach strategy for growing your business online, but the bigger strategy, the bigger calling in me, the bigger thing, my why, the reason I get up in the morning and sit down at this desk is to encourage women to do the things that they are scared to do. Ladies, if you are waiting until the fear subsides before you sign up for the 401k, no, 5K. You should sign up for a 401k, but before you sign up for a 5K, if you're waiting until you're not scared to start a side business, if you're waiting until you're not scared to start a podcast, if you're waiting until you're not scared for whatever, honey, you're going to be waiting a minute. You're going to be a decade older with a face full of wrinkles. There is no time for waiting. There is no time like the present. Every single business person that looks like they are making it, person that looks like they are successful, they are just as scared as you. You are not specialer. I love you enough to tell you that. Your level of fear is no more than theirs. They have just decided they will not let the fear control them. If you're waiting to be fearless, you will be waiting forever. I love you so much. But when I post things, did you guys see the last Facebook post I did a little bit ago? It's a sweet little picture of Jason and I walking on the beach in Fort Lauderdale. He's looking all cute. And I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to be casual, like with my hair like this. Okay, who does that in real life? But the photographer's like, play with your hair. And I'm like, well, I always play with my hair anyway, but it's weird to do it on purpose. Like I do it when I'm talking all the time, just out of nervous energy, I think. But then when they tell you to play with your hair, then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know what to do. I've never played with my hair before. And so anyway, I put on that post. I was talking just about fear, and I was talking about how that is the first time Jason and I have been able to vacation over a week ever. And we've been together almost 22 years. And the reason we were able to take 11 days, many of them outside of the United States, and go on vacation this year is because we retired him from corporate America in April. Now, were we nervous to do that? Heck yeah. Were we nervous to shut down my painting company this year? Heck yeah. Were we nervous about a whole lot of things? Yes. But I can tell you that for me, and for one of you that, who in here likes math? Anybody? Can we just talk about math? Can we talk about algebra? If any of my old classmates are on this call, my friend Wendy would know what my math teacher's name was, my algebra teacher. So remember how in algebra they had the greater than sign, okay? Like that, greater than, and like Hannah and I were talking about it today. They talked about it like, it's like an alligator. So like, oh, this looks backwards. 4 is greater than 2, right? 16 is greater than 10, whatever. So I love math too, Deb. I'm a math nerd. And so remember though when we talked about greater than in algebra, for those of you who feel like fear is the thing that's stopping you, whether it's from the business, the 5K, the whatever it is that you're afraid of, okay? Think of what for you would work in that algebra expression. What is greater than your fear for you? Like, I know we're in the middle of writing out a book proposal, and the lady, well, it's a long story. Anyway, so in the book proposal, we're talking about this very concept that I know for me, when I think of reopening Inner Circle, when I think of launching a mastermind for 2019, when I think of writing a book, and I start feeling those feelings of fear, instantly I'll remember the things that for me are greater than the fear. Because remember, the fear doesn't leave. It's not like I'm specialer than anybody else and I get to do this fearless. Nope, God calls me to do it in spite of as well. Okay, so what for me trumps the fear? Okay, so number one, obedience for me. When I feel like God nudging me to do something, my heart is always, okay, Lord, I am not happy about this. I am not looking forward to this. This feels awkward and scary. I feel like I'm on the internet naked, but okay, Lord, yes, fine, I'll do it. So to me, obedience always trumps whatever I'm scared of. Number two, setting a good example for my kids. That will always trump for me whatever feelings of fear I have, because I want my children to not grow up fearless, but to grow up knowing they can do big, hard, scary things. They can do them. And not because their mom says they can, but because mom modeled it for them and they've done it themselves. So for me, my kids watching my example always trumps whatever fear I have. And the third thing is, I don't want to starve. That is a very basic thing for me. Our family has to make money just like everybody else does. Some of you might be in situations where, maybe you don't want to have a full-time gig. Maybe you don't want to retire your husband from corporate America. That's okay. Maybe you want to take a vacation for the first time in years. Maybe you want to put new tires on the minivan. Maybe you want to send your kids to private school. Maybe you want to sign your daughter up for dance lessons. Those are all honorable reasons to step out in faith, in fear, and do the thing. So I just wanted to encourage you guys today. Kimberly, why can I see better without my glasses today? That's weird. So Kimberly's a youngerish mom. Kimberly, God bless you. I'm an olderish mom. If you follow me on Instagram stories, you'll see that I wore a maternity dress yesterday for professional photos, not because I'm pregnant. I had to tell everybody at Target, I'm not pregnant, I have old eggs, but the dress is so cute. Okay, let's see. One of your kids has special needs. Kimberly says, if I can fight the fear and work on an online biz, anybody can. That's right, Kimberly. And thank you for being in my coaching group, by the way. I appreciate you so much. Joy says she paid off her credit card this summer with her side hustle. I am so proud of you, Joy. I would love to know what your side hustle is. Sherry says Sherry, does that mean you'd like to put tires on the minivan? I mean, come on. I think that sometimes you think that unless you're going to do it big, that there's no reason to do it at all. You just do it as big as what is your family wants and needs. Maybe that's working an hour a day on something that's going to be able to pay the light bill for you. I know when I first started, oh, by the way, welcome to my new office. welcome to my office. I'm so excited to show you guys my cabinets and stuff. And I'm deciding between two lamps. So hold tight for that. But I can remember when I first started doing my online business, okay? And if any of you have taken my Creators Roadmap course, you know that I have 7 different revenue streams. I've talked about that very candidly, and one of them is affiliate marketing. I've talked very candidly about that also, right? So when I first started affiliate marketing, honestly, you guys, I was like, let me see if I can pay the light bill this month with the amount of money I make. And then it was, let me see if I can pay the light bill and the gas bill with what I make for recommending things. Then it was, let me see if I can pay the mortgage. And then it became a game. And for those of you who are very competitive by nature, let me tell you something. One of the best things you can do to get your own butt in gear is to play games with yourself. Is to play games with yourself. I am extremely competitive by nature with nobody but me. I don't care what the other girls are doing. I don't care what my competitors are doing. I care, am I better today than what I was yesterday? Am I better today than what I was a year ago? Am I in a better place now, or am I still that same old girl that I was? So I'm always in competition with myself. If you are very competitive by nature, honestly, where was I going with that whole thought? Why do I keep forgetting? Can I tell you why I'm forgetting? Because Jason served me a beautiful lunch, gorgeous salad. And instead, I ate nothing but bundt cake. And so I'm feeling the effects of that. In other words, I'm on a sugar high. Oh, but listen, okay, I know where I was going with that. So it may not be that you're trying to grow a 6-figure business, 7-figure business, whatever. It may just be that you would like to pay off your college loan every month with a side hustle. It doesn't matter what your thing is. What matters is that you are willing to take the next step, doing it afraid. So, all right. What questions can I answer for you guys? Amanda's goal is to pay the mortgage. That's right, girl. Erica's struggling to get views on her website. Okay, Erica, first of all, thank you. Somebody says I'm bundt cake drunk. That's hilarious. Erica, do me a favor. Put your website in here because I'm not afraid to lift another gal up. So put your website in here, number 1. Let me see if I can go to it. You know what? I don't even need to go to it because here's the thing with views on your website. The number 1 way to get views on your website is from Pinterest. And so many people just think of Pinterest as a pretty platform for looking up tile that they're gonna put in their master bath. That is not the only way Pinterest should be being used. So I have 80-some thousand followers, I think, on my Pinterest account, which compared to my Facebook account's 4 times bigger, okay? I have 300 and some thousand followers on Facebook. So I have 4 times the following there, but I get 4 times the traffic from Pinterest than I do from Facebook. So Pinterest algorithms have changed quite a bit in the last year. It's pretty disappointing. We're hopeful that it makes the old switch back, but still, here's the thing with social media. It's still the very best thing that's happened to any of our businesses for free. I have 80,000 people that I can get in front of on my Pinterest account for free without advertising any day of the week. So, Erica, the reason I bring that up is this. Be using Pinterest for your business. I don't care what kind of a business it is. Be using Instagram to be telling people to go over to your business. Are you giving people something away for free, Erica, that will make them want to go to your website? Are you doing great SEO on your website so that when people type in stuff that's relevant to what your business is, that you come up on Google? Those are all things that contribute to views. But listen, sometimes we get so frustrated with not having enough page views, but the truth is we don't have enough clients to sell to. Like if you think of your social media following as a pot of people, right? You just got to get a bigger pot of people a lot of times. That means doing a different strategy on Facebook. That means using Facebook ads. That means doing Facebook Lives even when you don't want to. Even when you feel like the lighting is not great in here and that your hair, it has reached new levels of fuzz. Okay? Exhibit A. Those sorts of things are what build your social media so that then when you have this huger pot of people that you're talking to on Facebook and you tell them to go over and look at your website, if you only have 4 people on your Facebook page, you tell them to go look at your website, you're only going to get maybe 1. You have 4,000. I mean, it's just a numbers game. It comes down to math again. It's all math, babe. It's all math. Yes, Stacy, you can legit come up on Google without paying for AdWords. I do not pay for AdWords and I come up on Google. Amy says, what if your business is booming, but you're about to do something big, hard, and scary? Amy, you must be in my group if you know we talk about that, but you don't feel qualified. Amy, can I tell you something? None of us feel qualified. None of us feel qualified. You want to read the best book if you don't feel qualified? Let me go open up my brand new office door. Will you wait for me? Talk amongst yourselves. Let me show you my favorite book. Hang on, I'm coming right back. Hang on, wait. Did I move it? Okay, so in the new office, I have 2 bookcases and Memento. I see it, it's over here. And I will be showing you guys the new office on the blog this weekend, so hang tight. Okay, for those of you who feel unqualified, this is the best book you will ever read on feeling unqualified. It's Crash the Chatterbox by Stephen Furtick. Can somebody write that in there, because it's backwards and I just don't have the energy to flip a phone. It's quite frankly the thing, because then I'd have to push like 3 buttons, and I love you all, but I don't feel like pushing buttons. When I push the buttons, then, well, let me just show you. When I push the buttons, then the book goes right, but my hair goes wrong. Let's be honest. Hang on, I'll show you. And then somebody just screenshot this while I'm talking, okay? Hang on, here we go. Okay, now the book's right, but I'm wrong. So we're gonna go back to where I'm right, all right? So Crash the Chatterbox is the very best book I've ever read in terms of feeling unqualified. Pastor Stephen Furtick, he is a pastor. Even if you're not a church person, you will love this book, because it basically just talks about how all of us hear that, who do you think you are? Type of crap in our head. And that even he, who runs 11 churches or something, 11 different, satellites around the United States, one of the biggest churches in the country, and still feels unqualified. So here's what I know to be true. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. So I want you to remember, who was that sweet person that was asking that question? I want to talk directly to you. Hang on, who are you? Amy, Kime. Amy, I know this to be true. If God's calling you to do something, you already have all you need. If your business is booming, then he's already given you everything that you need to have that thing be successful. It may be he's given you everything you need in terms of ideas. He's maybe given you everything you already need in terms of strategy. He's given you the people that you need. He's given you the resources that you need. You already have everything you need. And so the thinking of I'm not qualified is a lie from the pit of hell. So I encourage you to get that book. For real. Dee Dee Design said she's ordering it now. That's awesome. Yep, you can get it on, you can get it all over the web. Christianbooks.com, where else? Amazon, all the things. So Pamela says you need referrals for your paintings. Okay, so Pamela, let me ask you this. One of the quickest ways you are going to get more people to follow you on that Pamela Amberson, which, by the way, I see that you're very close to Pamela Anderson, which then leads me in my rabbit trail of a brain to think about how when I was pregnant with our first child, I saw this thing in People magazine where Pamela Anderson did a belly mask on her belly. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They're made of like plaster. And I thought to myself, well, if it's good enough for Pamela Anderson, it's good enough for me. So I ordered myself not 1, but 3 belly mask kits and did one for each of my kids' pregnancies. So that doesn't sound creepy, right? Like it sounds like that could be normal. It's art, right? Until we decided to put our house up for sale a few years ago. And I forgot that our naked belly masks, I'll rephrase that, my naked belly masks were hanging in our closet, you guys, when our house was for sale. And so literally people would open up the master closet because where does one put a belly mask? And so I had them hanging on the walls in our master closet like a freak show, because they go from here to your hoo-ha. What was I thinking? Okay, so Pamela, somebody get me back on track. And yes, I just said hoo-ha. I'm sorry, Mom. Okay, so Pamela Amberson, if you're wanting to get more referrals for your paintings, that means you need a bigger pot of people to sell to. All right. And the way you do that is by running Facebook ads that are very highly targeted. They're very intentional. They're not willy-nilly and just to all women in the United States. That is not how we do Facebook ads. Okay. They need to be much more intentional and drilled down from there. But Facebook ads and going live on Facebook. So what should you go live on Facebook about? Paint, baby. Paint. I'm going to ask all 400 people on here. How many of you, when you're scrolling through your feed, scroll, should be talking to my husband at night while I'm laying in bed and instead I'm scrolling. How many of you will see somebody painting and you can't help yourself? You stop and watch. Hey, Jay. Hang on. That's my dog. Hang on.
I got it.
Okay. Stella's going nuts. Okay, we've got somebody here from my office. But what I'm saying is people are mesmerized by watching people paint. Oh my gosh, my dog is going to kill somebody. She's going to lick that guy to death. And so, Pamela, paint for them, honey. So, and here's most of the time what people think. I'm not going to paint for them because if I show them what I do, then they're going to take my ideas and they're going to run with it and they're going to be super successful. And then I'm going to starve to death and my business is going to go to crap and it's going to go to hell in a handbasket. Am I right? And so that is not the case at all. I'll keep talking here if I can, but I think I'm probably about to get kicked out. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you? I'm doing well. Say hello to all of the Facebook world.
Still.
Do you need me to stop working? Because this is the area that you're measuring.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
You're about to kick me out of here? He's kicking me out, friends. Just like that, I'm getting kicked out of my own desk. Okay, and so anyway, what I was going to say is don't be worried about people stealing your ideas when you show them how to do what you do. Most of them aren't going to want to do it themselves anyway. It'd be like me watching somebody change the oil in my car. Ain't nobody that changes oil worried about me watching them because the majority of the people that watch them change oil, they don't want to really do it themselves, but it's just nice to watch. Does that make sense? So, all right. Bless you guys. Love you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get off so that we can measure for glass. If you don't already follow my blog, then you're going to miss getting the update on what my office looks like this weekend. So go over to themagicbrushinc.com. Sign up for my emails. And the other thing is make sure that you follow along with these videos. And I would love it if you shared. You're amazing.